For over 3 years, the Royal Hogs have been one of the best performing decks of all time. This deck is incredible, not only on Top Ladder, but in the entire rest of the game, whether it's Trophy Road or any league in the Path of Legends. First of all, I don't want any comments talking about how playing this deck is haram. Second of all, there's not a single matchup in this game that you can't beat with Royal Hogs, which is what makes it so exciting and so brilliant. And it literally just got like 2 huge nerfs, like the Queen got a nerf, the Evo Ice Spirit got a nerf, and the deck is still being used by a ton of top pros like Riley, Muhammad Light. Like if you have the best players in the game going to this deck because they know it's super strong, that's how you know it should be something you're trying to pick up. And I mean, it's been out of the meta maybe once in the last like 2 years. There's been like one meta where it hasn't been that good. So that's saying something. We got skeletons here to distract this just momentarily while we get our queen ready and killing everything. And so here, we're just trying to like scout out what the opponent's playing, and we'll just formulate a strategy going from here. I'm just going to drop a quick Ice Spirit so he has to make sure he commits to this queen here. We might be able to hit this ability. No, it's okay. I mean, oftentimes you can't hit the ability. It's not going to get crazy value. Oftentimes people know, okay, can we stop with the oftentimes? Deadass. Usually, people are going to be prepared for the queen ability. Sometimes they won't be, but usually you should expect that they'll be ready for the queen ability. So you're typically not going to get crazy value out of it on offense. But you can use it to your advantage by like them overcommitting on a potential queen ability. So does Earthquake kill Dark Goblin? How do I not know this? I don't think it does. It does not. Okay, that's not fun at all. We'll go Ice Spirit here. And I think this should be enough to defend this Skelly Barrel without taking any damage. So yeah, unfortunate for him, not for me. We'll go in with, honestly, I'll just chill here. I'll just chill here and wait a second. We're just being very patient. You don't need to be super aggressive with Royal Hogs on offense and single. It's not necessary. I'll actually go in with offense here, though, and see what he's got for me. Since he just used his Goblin Gang, he's got a Fireball. Okay, you know what? I'm not surprised that my opponent has like a billion Hogs counters because that's usually what you run into down here. It's not going to matter because the defense is lights out. Ooh, this guy's going to get sniped. Ooh, the Evo Cannon, best Evo in the game by far. By far, maybe not by far, but he's definitely the best Evo in the game right now. This thing is, you know what's really cool? What a really underrated part about this deck is the amount of Evos you get. Like, okay, we didn't manage to quite hit a Goblin Gang there because he did play his Mortar, but we should be able to get a little bit of Queen ability value. He's in the other lane now. Okay, that's great. Go Delivery. We'll go Cannon. I just don't want to take damage if I can avoid it. Go Log over here. I'm not really worried about those skeletons from the barrel. And so now we realize he's got Mortar. He's got Fireball. He's got Goblin Gang. So this is not going to be very, very easy to defend. What I'm going to do is cycle a Queen in the back here so I can try and get 3-card cycle and out-cycle the opponent. So what we're going to do, drop this down real quick, make sure we tank for the Mortar. And what we can do, I mean, if he tries to take this cannon out, we can kind of just log here and get damage meanwhile. So we're going to drop the Ice Spirit. We're going to drop an Evo Cannon as well. Oh, this might kill those goblins over there. Oh, it doesn't quite do that, but that's fine. It don't matter too much. We're going to get some good queen value. We're going to wait for this to lock on, and then we're going to go with this. Oh, we can kill these spear goblins. That's actually kind of nice. We'll go. Oh, I was just a split second late on the log, but we still should get some pretty massive damage. You know what else is massive? The like count, right? Because you guys are liking the video. Like the video, checkpoint, baby. All right, so simple defense. Just dragging the stuff over there. We don't really need the cannon for too much in this matchup particularly. But you're going to see a lot of cycle decks. So this is, you know, maybe not the greatest example because Mortar isn't super popular, but you're going to see a lot of cycle decks out there. So you want to know how you're playing this matchup. Just slow, taking the opportunities where your opponent gives them to you, because we're not facing Muhammad Light. This is early season, guys. We're not facing the best players in the game. Delivery is the nice bailout too. If you ever find yourself not being able to defend things properly, well, we've got our beautiful delivery. So he's literally just spamming things. Like, he's just spamming things. I'm not even kidding. He's just playing cards. And I think he's going to get his first Skeleton Barrel connection of the game over there. As you can see, we're getting split lane pressure. You can split lane pressure a lot with this deck if you feel like it. It's not like a necessity, though. In a lot of matchups, you'll just find yourself not like having to go split lane, which is kind of neat. We'll go Cannon up here. I'll drop an Earthquake. That Earthquake is probably preemptive. I thought he was going to go with the Goblin Gang earlier. He did not. Just drop a Delivery here. Let's go with the Log, because the Dark Goblin, I feel like, is the only chance he has of doing anything in this matchup. So let's just try not to let him get any value out of that. We'll go Cannon here. I don't care if this mortar locks on for a little bit. There's 13 seconds left in the game. And really, I mean, it's not even that in-depth of a defensive strategy. We're kind of just staying on our toes, making sure we know, like, what we have to be aware of. I know I have to be aware of Skeleton Barrel, Dark Goblin, Mortar. So I'm just focusing on defending those 3 things. And we just made it look really, really easy. That's because it is. Look at this little counter push. This ain't going to do nothing. What the hell am I drawing up? Anyways, I feel like Darvin Ham. Ooh. You know what, I'll take that. So we're facing, obviously, what looks like bridge spam. The problem with bridge spam is oftentimes they are willing to sack Royal Hogs damage in order to go in on offense. That's something you'll see a lot. I'm actually going to punish him here. What I was going to say is that we want to try not to go in on offense too heavily to allow my opponent to get a counter push. So here, as you can see, this is the counter push. He defends the Royal Hogs, does take a lot of damage, but has a counter push. So what we typically want to do is make it so that we can get rid of his counter push pretty easily, either by making it just like, oh, those skeletons were too low. My fault, gang. But yeah, you just typically want to make it so that you're set up, ready to defend whatever counter push comes in. So time your Royal Hogs so that you have your delivery ready, your queen ready, your Evo cannon ready, just in case you need a last second bailout. And so, I mean, we'd be up like 2,000 damage if it wasn't for that bandit connection. So we're going to watch out for his magic archer, of course. I'm going to go in with this cannon as well, and that's just to set it up. I don't really need the Evo cannon value. I'm just going to do that so we can keep our queen alive to go over here. We're going to drop a log delivery in just a second on this pecker. That's a beautiful delivery. Oh my goodness. So he's probably going to be able to snipe the cannon. That's not too big of a deal, in my opinion. He could zap these skeletons, but you got to pretty much predict where the skeletons are going to be if you want to zap them. What I'll do here is make the ghost pop up so we can actually kill him. And then I don't quite want to go in with the hogs here because he does have fireball. I'd give him unnecessary fireball value if I did that. So we're just trying to wait to see where his fireball's at. We should kill this battle ram pretty instantly. Go hoggies as well here. He probably fireballs. It's like the best counter he has to them. So what we're going to have to do is 3-card cycle and out cycle his fireball. So I think what I'm... Oh my, what was that? Hello? Hello? I've never voice cracked like that in my life. Okay, well, anyways, he's not going to go... Wait, he goes under stealth mode while frozen? I did not know that. Anyways, we're going to go with the Evo cannon down here. We want to do some big damage. I am worried about a battle ram coming in, though. So what we're going to do... This is actually kind of a nice, like, placement. It's like, it's a nice placement because what happens is if he plays like a magic archer or something, it can't get dragged. However, we'd still have to deal with a battle ram, so it's a little bit risky because it won't pull anything. But if you just want to keep your cannon alive straight up, then that's kind of a good placement because as you can see, the magic archer is not going to reach that cannon. So we could play it deep most of the time. I'm going to go queen off to the side here. We're just kind of waiting for the opportunity. I think this would be a good opportunity to go in here. We can split the hoggies. I think I'll go in with maybe a log as well. He's going to give that good fireball value we were talking about. We'll go cannon here. And then now we are actually back to some more hoggies. So if we so chose, we could go in with the hoggies right now. And he's not back to fireball as of yet. So basically, go in with the log here. Hit back this E-Wiz. We should be able to get a couple of hits out of this. If not, that's perfectly fine, but we do. And we'll get this queen started. Cannon to pull this. Delivery. Hit the ability real fast. Skeletons to make sure the bandit locks onto something, doesn't dash on the tower again. And so as you can see, pretty simple defense. Fireball is out of cycle. We'll use the Evo cannon, try and push something back. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's going to hit the E-Wiz. It was kind of in no man's land there. And now we can begin to start the EQ cycling. We won't get this ability off, unfortunately, I don't think. Yeah, but the cannon still just does a tremendous job. So yeah, I mean, cannon, you could see why it's just such a powerful card right now. And so here, we don't need to worry about necessarily taking his tower. There's no way he can take us with 19 seconds left. So although some matchups are going to take a while and it's, you know, going to look like we're doing a lot more than we are, this is actually relatively easy defense. We're just keeping an eye on, you know, the most important cards to counter, like the bandit and not getting magic archer sniped, and making sure not to give my opponent fireball value, and we just stomp on him. Alright, so we've got a Dagger Duchess, which is very interesting. I will still start off with Split Hogs in the middle, just to kind of identify what he's playing. I think it's one of my favorite starting plays, because usually we either get a little bit of chip damage out of it, or we determine what counters he has to Hogs pretty early on. So I'll go in with this, and the cannon as well for this Hog Rider. This should be enough to defend it. If it's not, we have Skeletons and Ice Spirit ready as well. I think I'll go Skeletons just to... Oh my gosh, my micros are so bad, bro. Oh, it's Mega Knight. That emote is cold. What? I've never seen that emote in my life, but that's kind of cold. I want it. We'll go probably, I mean, I think delivery's the right play here. Yeah, that was definitely the right play. And then we'll cycle back to a quick cannon real fast. And so he would have the ability to go hog, but this is perfectly fine with me. Because we have skeletons, we have queen up next, so we should be able to defend anything he throws at me. Just trying to make sure that I don't empty my elixir bar too much. We don't want to overcommit. Obviously, as you can see, it went with Mega Knight and a queen, and we definitely still had more elixir than he does. Of course, he's playing Mega Knight P.E.K.K.A. I love early season ladder, bro. This... Okay, well, what we're going to do here is try and make sure that we can outcycle his lightning. Obviously, since I clearly have a much faster cycle deck than he does, we're going to be getting to the queens way before he gets to lightnings. So we're going to drop a delivery over here to the side. We're going to go with, I think, the ability here. And then we'll go with quick skeletons to distract everything there. I understand that the Xe did, like, kill the skeletons, but it wasn't, you know, we weren't going to counter an Xe P.E.K.K.A. with 1 elixir skeletons. They were just to distract momentarily while our queen did the most of the work. As you can see there, like, it doesn't matter what push they throw at us in single. As long as we're not spending too much elixir and being too aggressive with the hogs, he's just going to get stomped on, bro. He's just going to get stomped on. So, I think we can go Ice Spirit, bro. Oh, my gosh. I don't know if he was trying to hit, like, a... I don't know what he was trying to do there, but what we are going to do is just try and cycle our queen. And now we should be able to get his... Ooh. Ooh, hold on, wait. The goal here is to get his Mega Knight out so I could switch lanes and then go in the other lane. Do you get what I'm saying? So here, we can hit this ability. We can cycle skeletons. I think queen ability should kill that. Definitely should. Go delivery to get ready for this. Hog Rider for, or cannon for the second Hog Rider, not the other way around. And now, what does he have for this? Guards? They got pre-logged, or they didn't get played because he didn't have enough elixir. Now we just go skeletons off to the side. And although we took a little bit of damage, we took the entire tower in exchange for a couple measly bits of damage. As you can see, the mid-ladder menaces just get stomped on. And I'm still hoping we face like a Valk Bowler Wizard guy, just so I can show you that it doesn't matter how many splash cards they have. You can either outcycle or win off good defense and Earthquake chip. So, beautiful game right there. So we could start off with another cannon again. There's no reason not to. I think cannon first play is perfectly fine. I mean, obviously, maybe try doing it only when you have a queen in cycle, just because you could get lumber loomed opposite lane. If you have your queen in cycle, you can defend it, and they can't afford freeze. So it doesn't really matter that much, but I think cycling to your Evo cannon as fast as possible, I kind of mentioned it earlier, is going to be able to win you games straight up if your opponents have like squishy cards that die or get knocked back and stuff. It's just an extra spell on your deck. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. I'm a like Evo cannon activist, so he's not playing anything here, so I'm just trying to buy the time. We're going royal delivery on the witch. I don't... Witch the bridge is not something you see every day, but you know what? We're in mid-ladder, and it's the second day of the season, so anything goes, man. Anything goes. So we've got a Valk Witch. That might... Maybe we're getting what we asked for here. Maybe we are getting what we asked for. I'm going to split the Hoggies here just to distract the minions temporarily. You can often use your win con to tank for things in a lot of cycle decks. You typically only want to use it to kite if you know you can, like, defend what's coming. You don't want to give them a counter push by, like, allowing them to... You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't give your opponent a counter push because you just went Royal Hogs and... Like, let's say you use it to tank for, I don't know, a minion horde. That would be kind of stupid. Because let's say you have no elixir, or you're only at 5 elixir, they go minion horde, use hogs to tank, and now you still have no elixir, and they're going to counter push. But like with something simple like the minions there, we apply pressure at the same time. So it's a good idea to try and do stuff like that if I don't want to spend like a queen on minions and something like that. So we'll go Hoggies again here. I just want to kind of see what he's got. Valkyrie not in cycle yet. Oh, wait. Am I stupid? What did he play? Okay, well, I was too busy yapping, and I didn't track his cycle properly, so my fault, gang. Do as I say, not as I do. Anyways, cannon will come in there, just get some nice damage here. We'll go with the queen off to this side. I'm still interested to see what his win con is. I'll bet money it's a Mega Knight, by the way. I think we could just cycle this log here. I want to see what he plays here. There's no way a Mega Knight doesn't... Oh, it was Goblin. What am I doing? Genuinely, what am I doing, dude? He already played his... I've already defended a Goblin Giant flawlessly this game. What am I talking about Mega Knight, bro? What on earth? Well, anyways, this deck loves facing beatdown because you're going to be able to beat literally every beatdown player with ease, except maybe Lava Hound. You've got to practice a ton in the Lava Hound matchup. But it's still definitely winnable, especially against the caliber of lava players that are on lower to mid ladder. Okay, he's got Inferno Tower too. That's honestly, I mean, the Inferno Tower's not amazing against Hogs, but it has so much health that it's kind of just, it's a bit of a pain in the butt. We'll go in with the log here just to get some, like, damage on this witch here. I think we'll go delivery, we'll go cannon. We want to make sure those, like, spear goblins don't lock onto the tower. If they do, we can always reset them with, like, a simple ice spirit. Go up here and just, maybe we'll take a little bit of spear goblin. Actually, we'll take no damage. Very nice. We'll go, I'm not sure I want to go cannon here. I think I'll wait to get better value with it. Yeah, this should be way better value with the cannon. Should hit everything here. And now we can just go in with the log, finish this off. As you can see, it's just simple defense. Kind of just doing the same thing over and over again. You can mess up, but I mean, it's kind of hard to do that. So we'll go in with this. And as you can see, the spear goblins are going to start to lock onto the tower. We will take a little bit of damage. That's perfectly fine in my opinion. What we're going to do is utilize our 3-card cycle now. So we're going to go in with a log here. He probably has an eye tower ready. He has to respond to that queen in the other lane too. So it's just, he's cooked. I was going to try and 3-card cycle him, but he just didn't have enough elixir straight up. So, GG's. Hope you enjoyed that video. Definitely try out pigs. They are a ridiculously good deck against any matchup in the meta.